today?
Let's call it regularly scheduled Wednesday.
Regularly scheduled.
Yesterday, last week we were at 3 o'clock. I think it was. Welcome back.
Hola, boys and girls. ¿Cómo estás?
It's that time again.
Sí, es el tiempo otra vez. For all you Spanish-speaking guys, I can translate for you if you want.
Now available SAP, now available. Just press the button on your remote control and
Or just hooked on phonics, and we'll put the captions at the bottom. But what's up, boys and girls? Ben Rudnick right here.
Jonathan Mercado.
We're here again for another episode of your favorite show, Facebook Wednesday.
Yeah, and this is the beginning of our 7th season. Season 7, episode 1. Man, we've been doing this for a little while now.
Yeah, we've actually been doing this a while, and it's once again off the cuff. This is not any writing, anything like that. We put a list together of what we want to talk about, but it comes off the cuff.
Yeah, just all natural from here.
So welcome, guys. Benny, what the hell are we gonna call today?
I think today we're gonna call regular schedule Wednesday because we're back at 10 o'clock.
I know.
Right around 10. We're right there. No 3 o'clock today.
Well, that's
bright and early.
That's a good thing. Keep it the same. 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, last week we had some technical difficulties, but this week we're back to our regular schedule.
Yep. We're going to try to keep up the energy again. I think it was nice that we had a little later in the day that time instead of having to chug all the coffee first thing in the morning on these days. But nope, we are back and better than ever. So ready to roll. Got a couple things to go over. I'm going to talk about one in particular, and I'm going to do a little bit of reading on this one because I want to make sure the message goes across right. And we talked about this last week, but Alpine Electronics has appointed GoFast Solutions as the authorized dealer fulfillment partner for the New York Metro, Long Island, Central, and Northern New Jersey markets. So huge news. This is in addition, obviously, we were already the value partner in New England and upstate New York, but expanding that territory. Great news for GoFast and great news for Alpine dealers all throughout, I guess we'll call it the tri-state area.
Correct, and it's a big family that we have. So joining in Alpine to Metro New York and the island, let me tell you, that's a big thing because that market is very big. Not sure to say big, but a lot of customers in that area.
Yeah, I was going to say physically small, but very mighty.
Yeah.
Very mighty. Lots of people there. Lots of population density.
So welcome, Alpine. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be the distributor in that area. We would do 100% our best to get the goods flowing down there.
Yeah, and if you are an Alpine dealer already, we've already been reaching out to you guys. You've probably seen some emails come through, maybe gotten some calls, but if not, make sure to get in touch with us. We've got some dealer agreements for you guys to sign, and obviously we want to make sure we go over all the new cool product that's out there and introduce ourselves. A lot of you guys we're already doing business with, so this was just a great announcement. You're already getting product from us. You were wondering, well, why can't I get that Alpine stuff? I know you guys got it. And we were like, well, territory restrictions, it's a distribution thing. Well, no more. We got it down there, so now we can help out some of those guys that have been asking.
Correct. So SRP accounts, if you don't know what an SRP account is, get in touch with your sales rep on asking how to become an SRP account. And direct dealers, give us a call. We'll take care of you. Make sure that you guys get goods flowing and get it the next day. So thank you guys, and hopefully we'll be getting a ton of call from you guys.
Yeah, definitely a big thing before you move on from that. If you are interested in Alpine, and this is now for all of our territory. I mean, obviously we're focusing on the new territory that we have that we're grateful to have been appointed. But if you are in upstate, if you're a New England guy, maybe you've thought about changing lines in the past, or you wanted to be an Alpine dealer in the past, and for whatever reason it just didn't happen, but you're still looking, let us know. We'd love to get you guys set up.
Absolutely. So give us a call. Your sales rep is ready for you. Ready to take the calls on Alpine, guys. Give us a call. And then speaking of Alpine, Alpine's doing a training today at 3. You do have to register for Alpine. If you don't have that email, get a hold of your sales rep so that way we can send it out to you. It is 3 o'clock today. Tomorrow there is a training also at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Both of these are Eastern time. So 3 o'clock today and 6 p.m. Tomorrow for anybody who wants to join the Alpine training. Make sure to get a hold of your sales rep so that way we can send you out the email. You can register and get involved in the training. It's a very informative training. We've already done it here at GoFast, and let me tell you, a lot of information, a lot of new goodies. Check it out. A lot of positive things coming to the future.
Yeah, so they're giving you 3 cracks at this training. One of them happened yesterday. We had some of our team on that one. That was a little earlier on in the day. Lasts about an hour, so just so you know about how long to put aside or so you can keep the attention for that long. But we had a lot of guys take it yesterday and said it was phenomenal. Lots of information. Again, there's some new stuff that was introduced with Alpine last year that if you are new to Alpine, you definitely want to make sure you get up to speed on. Some refreshers on some of their traditional product, and then anything new that they've got in the pipeline is going to be out there. So today at 3, if you happen to be, hopefully you're busy and you're rocking and rolling, but if you happen to have a little bit of time, pop it on or keep it on in the background. And if you want to get on it tomorrow after the shop closes up so you can pay a little bit more attention, tomorrow at 6 p.m. we'll have one too.
Yeah, so give us a call. We'll make sure you get all that information.
Yeah, and some of your favorite GoFast sales reps might be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well.
So there'll be a few of us on there, so you'll be able to join us and ask questions, and you'll get trained on Alpine. Like I said, a lot of information on that training. So make sure you have kind of undivided attention for that training, just because you're gonna miss out on some key points that they're talking about. So make sure you pay attention. Make sure you're in that training if you're interested. And then also, Knowledgefest is coming. February 3rd to the 5th in Las Vegas. The Mobile Electronics Industry Awards is going to be on the 5th later that night. If you happen to be at Knowledgefest, drop your information down below. Yours truly with a couple of other guys will be at Knowledgefest. So make sure you drop down below, and so we can link up and check out all the Knowledge Fest stuff that's going on.
Yeah, so a couple cool things about some trainings, learning. Again, I know we're like right in the heat of battle with remote starter season, which maybe not the greatest weather. So we will kind of move forward on that. But there's a lot of audio still going on, so it's definitely almost perfect timing to get some of these trainings in. We're going to also talk about another big training that's going to be going on, but that's going to be at the very end of the show here. So a little teaser, so you got to stick around.
Correct. And then don't forget also a couple of things still going on. The SiriusXM, buy 5, get 1 free. So for you guys that, obviously understand the whole process of making added income without really having to do much, but getting the installation on it, they're doing this promo. It's still ongoing for the time being. So you buy 5 and you get 1 free, guys. So make sure you jump on that, call your sales rep, because that deal is still on.
Yep, and that's going to cost average these things down for you, which is huge because your dealers get these things for free after rebate. So nice, easy sale. People aren't going to beat you up over the cost of it because they're going to be getting that money back anyways. But when you can buy them on a deal, now you're making some more margin. So jump on top of that if you haven't already.
Yep, and then the Sony AX6000 and 4000 promo is still on till March. So make sure you jump on those pieces. Those are pretty hot wireless CarPlay Android Auto units. So AX4000 and 6000. Call your sales rep to find out pricing on them. Also, we have the Alpine ILX W650 on a deal. So make sure if you are an SRP account, a direct dealer, or interested in Alpine, you call your sales rep, because there is a deal on the W650 and I think on the F409 too. So hot units, awesome marketing, awesome units, awesome CarPlay Android Auto. Give us a call. We'll take good care of you. There's also an awesome deal on 2 Prestige remote starters, the APS 997Z and the APS 997ZLR. Now you're asking, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, the APS 997Z is just your 2-way alarm remote starter combo, 1 mile range, SRT technology. The 997ZLR is LoRa technology, still 1 mile range, but LoRa technology, and it comes with a 2-way LCD remote and a 2-way LED remote. So So you get 2 confirmation remotes with this unit. So yes, it's 2 complete different units. Um, with LoRa technology, it's the technology that's actually built on RC cars, RC airplanes. So as you know, you're flying a RC airplane, it needs to be immediate turning. When you turn that stick left, it needs to turn left with you. So with LoRa technology, it's literally instant. So you're pressing the button and it's sending the command to the vehicle and responding very, very quickly. So that's the difference between these two. LoRa technology is the wave of the future. SRT technology is still really, really great technology. It's just not as fast acting as LoRa. The other 2 pieces we're going to talk about, obviously, are the Python 5305P and the 5706P. Once again, differences between these 2 is this one gives you a quarter-mile range, is 2,000 feet range, and this one gives you 1 mile range. Rechargeable remote, non-rechargeable remote, alarm starter brains. This one can do manual transmission, and I forgot to say that also. The 2 APS 997Zs are manual transmission safe, so they'll work on automatic and manual. The 57.6P is manual transmission safe. The 5305P is automatic only. So there's several differences between the 2 units, but definitely give your salesperson a call. They are on a deal currently, so just make sure all these pieces you see on here are on a special. Make sure you call your sales rep for pricing. The last piece we're going to talk about is the New Start 3204 2-way alarm remote starter, automatic only. It is T harness, FTI T harness okay to work with these. So make sure you take a look at that unit. It is a very, very slick remote, alarm starter, 3,000 feet of range. So you get all the bells and whistles. But yeah, all the stuff we have on here are on deals. So make sure you call your sales rep to see what the latest pricing is on it.
Yeah, and a lot of times we don't really see a ton of combo and alarm stuff at this time of the year. I think we kind of get into our zone where we focus on, let's sell that remote starter. Maybe we'll upgrade into a 2-way or something along those lines. Let's see if we can get them into a T harness. So we're always trying to upsell. But with, again, going back to the weather, it's not really a traditional, what we think of as a traditional middle of January right now. So much like that, people are still going to be looking for things that would kind of correlate with a little bit better weather. Unfortunately, we still got people out there stealing catalytic converters, taking rims off. That's a lot harder to do when there's 3 feet of snow on the ground. Right now, they don't have that as an obstacle to overcome. So you're going to have people that are going to be open and interested in these things. Don't forget about combos. Again, like I said, I think you guys have done a tremendous job in educating customers on the benefits of 2-ways. We've been seeing 2-way remote starters being sold in way, way higher ratios compared to some previous years. So that's awesome. We got a lot of customers out there that are going to be very, very happy that that's happening in the industry. But don't forget about these things because, again, it's in the news. It's everywhere out there. People are going to want to be secure as well. Sell it to them for a little bit more. Install is going to be very, very similar as if you were just doing a starter.
Adding a few more things.
But now you're upping your average ticket. So another way that you guys can keep gaining some momentum as, the economy is a little questionable, things like that. Got to come up with different ways to keep our shops open, keep our lights on, keep the heat flowing. No better way than to keep your average ticket raised up.
And then, guys, don't forget also, let's say the customer doesn't want 2-way alarm starter. Every brand makes a 1-way. So, for instance, Prestige makes a APS 787 ZLR. That piece is the 1-way alarm starter combo, manual transmission safe. The Python, there is also Avatel. So the 5105 and L and the P is their 1-way version. The New Start, there is, there you got the CompuStar and the New Start version, NU 1404, and then the CS 905AS, which is this particular piece right here. That is your 1-way combos. So, guys, all manufacturers we carry from Crime Stopper, Ultra Start,
even Fortin with the Evo 1.
Correct. Even Fortin with Evo 1, you have combos, 1-way combos that are still very, very sought after for customers that really don't want the 2-way, but they want the added security and starter feature because obviously not only is starters being used in the cold, but it is used in the heat in the summertime also. Turning on the AC, that's another thing you guys have to speak about when you're selling this stuff. It also helps with the heat in the summertime. Turn on the AC, remote start your car, you come into a nice cool car.
Yep, goes 12 months long. And then again, obviously, we're going to have all the value partners out here. Jonathan talked about the 3204 and the 1404 from the New Start brand. That's an EDA exclusive. So if you wanted something that is going to have less competition out there, again, you want to set yourself apart from maybe some other shops that are out there. That's going to be something that is exclusive to GoFast in this area and the EDA across the country. So if you weren't already aware of that, now you are.
And then don't forget, guys, New York territory, you guys have a lot of choices now for remote starters, for alarm remote starters. So make sure you give us a call. You're open to buy New Start products, Python, Prestige. You know what I mean? You're open to buy Avatel. So make sure you give us a call because we do have it in stock. So for all you New York customers, we got you. We're always there to help out.
Yep. And again, we kind of talked about some starters. We talked about a little bit of audio. We talked about learning about some of these things. We got something for you guys to put on your calendar. And I think we talked about it last week. I can't remember. But this is relatively fresh announcements. But Mobile Expo 2023. We're in 2023 already.
Wow, that's it. The time is flying.
Whew.
So mark it on your calendar, boys and girls. April 12th is the Mobile Expo at the Mass Mutual Center. So mark it down. It's always big. All the vendors that we deal with are going to be there, showing the latest, greatest, speaking to you guys, talking to you guys, going to trainings, and then obviously the after party. We always do. We always do the after party. So make sure you hook up with your sales rep and start asking, hey, where do I sign up for the Mobile Expo 2023?
Yeah, and just like every year, we're going to start ramping things up. We're going to be doing a lot more communications. We're going to start doing a lot more teasers. Again, it's GoFast Solutions. This year is just going to be as big and bigger than the previous years. That's the only way we know how to do it. So we're going to have a lot of announcements and things coming up, but we want to get out to you as early as possible because, again, who knows what's going to be coming down the pipe? Again, we expect a lot of you guys to be busy, to be your shops to be cranking, even though remote start season will most likely be over at that point in time. So put that on the calendars now. Make sure that you block that time off so when you are filling up those schedule books that you don't mistakenly put things on that date. Again, it's one day only. We don't do these things spread across. It's not a Zoom meeting or anything like that where you could jump in, to one on Monday and I'll catch the rest of it on Thursday. No, this is back to the one day live event, demos, food. We got all the vendors there. We got all your valued partners in the industry are going to be there. So make sure that you don't miss because we always have a great turnout, but it's inevitable every year we get a couple of the guys that, oh man, I couldn't make it to the show or even worse, oh, can you tell me about this? When, man, you could have got the best training available in the territory live a couple days earlier. So we're always going to help. Don't rely on us. Come and get that training yourself.
So, and honestly, guys, the vendors are going to be there. You can ask them questions. Hey, I'm having an issue with this particular vehicle. What do you think the easier solution will be? Or, hey, this Alpine radio does this and that. How can we, add additional features? Or, whatever the questions are, make sure you ask. Because that's the problem I see with a lot of people going to trainings. They sit there, they get trained, you know what I mean, and they leave. They don't really ever ask questions. And to me, I've always been the type of person where I've asked questions. That's why I'm such a big book of knowledge because I constantly ask questions. If I don't know the question, the answer to the question, I will ask to the manufacturer for that question. I'll ask the manufacturer that question and get the answer. I always do it. So make sure you guys are getting into the habit of doing the same.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity. Again, hopefully a lot of it is positive stuff, but if there's any issues that you guys have had, anything like that, these are all things that you could bring up. I mean, the vendors want to hear this stuff. It's been plenty of times in the past with internal GoFast meetings and then just from the dealer base as well, that the vendors will go to these shows and they'll take that feedback and they'll make necessary changes. So a lot of the things that you guys ask for, the vendors listen,
Yeah.
but they can't listen if you're not there to talk to them about it. So it's a great opportunity to start writing some stuff down. Any questions? If maybe a shop owner is going to be the only one that can go down, pull your installers, see what kind of questions that they're having, see what kind of solutions that they can't seem to come up with something for, and then ask the vendors directly. Again, what better way to get that information and to increase business, increase profitability than by working directly live and in person with all of our valued vendor partners?
Exactly. It's like, well, a powerhouse. You really have a centralized location where you have not just one or two vendors, but you have, such a vast amount of vendors in one location that you can ask. So, Mr. Alpine, I have this issue, or I have this question. Mr. Prestige, hey, I have this question. Mr. Python or Avatel or Clifford or, directed products. I have this question. Mr. New Star, Mr. CompuStar, Arctic Star have this question. The same with the SiriusXM guys, the Sony guys, the Kenwood guys, the JVC guys. They're all under one room. The lighting lights, the Race Sport lighting light guys, the Putco guys, the XK Glow guys. You've got the Lucas Lighting guys that are gonna be there. You know what I mean? Everybody's in one room talking about their products. It's your time to shine and ask questions to the vendors that are there, so that if you don't know the answer to a question, ask it. They will know.
Yeah, and again, we mentioned, maybe if you have some questions or some issues, it's also a great opportunity to just come down and say thank you to a lot of the vendors that bust their hump day in, day out, all year long to make sure that you guys have stuff to sell and keep your businesses open. So it's a great place just to come down and say, hey, we talk on the phone all the time, or, we've emailed back and forth, but it's great to see you in person again. I really appreciate everything that you've done, and let's make 2023 just as successful as we've been in the past. So it doesn't have to be just talking about issues. It
Well,
could just be for going on saying thank you as well.
well, don't forget to say thank you to the vendors, but also don't forget to say thank you to your sales reps, your GoFast sales reps.
Oh,
Which, let me tell you, you guys don't see all the behind the scenes that happen, or what makes the magic happen around this area. But there's a lot of moving parts. When you guys get stuck in a spot, first thing person you call is your GoFast sales rep, and we are very quick to answer the phone and help you guys out as much as we can. I mean, sometimes after hours, sometimes on the weekends, sometimes during work, when we're 50 calls deep in, so there's a lot of things that you as customers really don't see happening in the background that we really do a lot of. You guys think that we're just, picking up phone calls and taking
ooh,
orders.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be the day that we pick up those calls and be like, hey, yeah, no problem. Click, done. No, it doesn't work that way. So, yeah, just, thank the vendors for obviously coming down, and thank them also for, always giving you tech support. But don't forget the little guys. We are the little guys. And there's a lot of things that we do.
Yeah, and also Mass Mutual Center. We're going to be right next to the MGM.
Oh,
So
I love it.
if you needed something to tip you over the edge, you know where you're going to find us the night before. You know where you're probably going to find us a little bit towards the end of the day after the show wraps up. So another great reason to come down. Again, we appreciated the Sturbridge Host Hotel and everything they did for us for years and years and years. But it seems like we've been getting some
We outgrew that.
really positive feedback on being at the MGM as well. So just another reason to come on down and say hi to everybody.
Correct. And guys, for all you cigar smokers, there's plenty of places in that area, literally like a block away. So there's no reason for you to, not come early, grab a stick, go to the show, or vice versa. After the show, grab a stick, go to the casino or whatever it is, so that way you can enjoy it. So there's a lot of venues. There's a bunch of restaurants down that area.
Wait, did you say cigar smoking over there? 'Cause there's never mind. That's
There's a lot of
legal in Massachusetts now, but anyways,
It's okay.
That's close by too.
There's a lot of stuff you can do there. A lot of restaurants. There's your favorite Mardi Gras is down the road, Benny boy. So just remember there is a lot to do. So after the show, in the morning or after the show, always sightsee in that area. There's tons to do. So that's another reason for you to come to the MX 2023 on April 12th, because not only is a day away from your shop, your busy shop, It's also a day of learning, a day of getting face to face with the vendors, and also a day with just hanging out with your loved ones or your friends your friends in the industry.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, make sure sign up as many of your installers. If you got some family members that want to pop down and learn about some stuff, by all means, we got those doors open. We want this place rocking like it is every year.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in once again. And hopefully, mark it on your calendar, April 12th, MX 2023 for the Expo. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, if you ain't got nothing going on next week, we'll see you here on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.